What is going on, mates of YouTube? Marcel here. Yesterday was a very special day. We hit 10,000 subs here on YouTube. Last I checked it was 10,006. So I didn't want to do it at 10,000 just in case I lost a sub overnight or something, and then I made the video, uploaded it, and I've got like 999 subs. I'm like, oh, I've been stitched up. But that aside, this is a momentous thing for me. I never expected to get 10,000 subs here. I think early on when I was at like 200 subs, I was like pretty content with that. That's back in the most luscious locks on YouTube day. In honor of 10,000 subs here on YouTube, I've got 10 fragrances you can pick up for under $10 Australian, $10 or under. So if you want to find out what those fragrances are, let's get into the video.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Took some time to celebrate. Come on, let's celebrate. Just one day out of life. Holiday. It would be so nice. Everybody spread the word. I live in my sister's basement.
He just had his heart broken. Why would he even think about coming back to work?
I don't know.
Starting things off, we have a David Beckham fragrance that's getting harder and harder to find. That is Beckham's Signature. I paid $10 for this at Priceline a few years ago. And occasionally, Priceline will still have sales where you can pick this up for $10 Australian. Now, some of the older David Beckham fragrances, you can still find them for $10 on sale at Priceline. Do shop around, do check eBay as well, and that applies for every fragrance on this list as well. I'm not going to say it with every single one. I've got a tendency to just say, check eBay, you know, if you can't find it, check eBay. But I think realistically, it's better to try things in person anyway. You know, I'm old school like that. I like trying things in person, but I prefer to try them live on camera for you guys. But yeah, this one, aromatic, masculine. It's got a little bit of a softness to it, touch of sweetness, maybe a touch of pepper as well. Great for compliments. Performance isn't awful as well. Any of these old school Beckham fragrances like Beckham Signature, which is this one, Beckham Home, or Beckham Intimately, you can still find that for $10 occasionally, but generally the price is about 15 bucks. Beckham Signature is well worth trying. It's a testament to how good David Beckham's fragrances still are here in 2025. A lot of them still hold up. A lot of them have that timeless quality that you associate with more expensive classic men's fragrances like Drakkar Noir or Cool Water. Some of these I honestly believe are going to be held with that same reverence in 10, 15, 20 years time. Next up, we've got a fragrance you can find sometimes for $5 on sale at Chemist Warehouse, but generally it hovers around the $9 to $10 mark, and that is Victory League by Adidas. Or if you're American, pronounce it Adidas, but we say Adidas. Victory League. Sweet, citrus up top, but as it's drying down, it takes on the characteristics of Dolce & Gabbana's The One. And honestly, I think I might prefer Victory League to Dolce & Gabbana's The One. The One can sit a little heavy on the skin depending on the weather, but this is like a slightly fresher take on The One. And that citrus up the top with that bold tobacco note, or it's like a sweetened tobacco note. It's beautiful at that $10 price point. It's incredible. Next up is a fragrance you can find at Coles and Woolworths, or Woolies if you're Australian. Old Spice. This used to be very common to find in Coles and Woolworths, and then they took it off the shelves for a couple of years, but I've been seeing Old Spice back on the shelves, and for $10 Australian, what a fantastic fragrance to recommend. This is one of the best post-workout, post-shower fragrances on the market. Let me just get a hit of that. My God. It is the epitome of masculinity. You can't really do better than it. For $30, you can buy online the eau de toilette of this, where it's got an actual atomizer. But for $10 as a splash, as an aftershave, it is incredible. One of the most quintessential men's fragrances you can find. It gets an easy recommendation. Next up is a fragrance that I used to comment on quite often back in the day, but now because I covered it so much early on in the channel, I kind of relegated it to the sidelines. Here we have Nike Man Blue. This smells like Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramel. For $12.99, you can get the big 200ml bottle, so that is obviously the recommendation, but a lot of chemist warehouses around the country have the smaller 125ml bottle for $10. So whatever one works best for your budget, pick it up. This is one of the best performing fragrances in my collection. It performs better than the official Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramel. It is incredible for the price. It's beautiful. It's got this pear, this sweetness, a touch of spice to it as well. This is going to get you bulk compliments. Moreover, it's a fragrance that's going to appeal to men of all ages. It's got enough sweetness to appeal to a younger man, a teenager, but I still think you're going to get so many compliments this as like a 40-year-old, a 50-year-old, that it's going to appeal to an older gentleman as well. It's one of the easiest fragrances to recommend, and that is why I don't often recommend it here, because every video would just have a bottle of this in it, and we can't have that. Next up is my guilty pleasure scent. This one I have no qualms recommending, and that is Lynx Africa, or if you're American, you'll know it as Axe Africa. Mandarin and sandalwood. This one reminds me of high school. It's a beautiful masculine fragrance, and if you go to Coles, Woolworths, or any IGA store around the country now, it is price matched at $5 Australian. At that price point, it is the easiest recommendation I could possibly give, and it's probably, honestly, in my top 10 of all time. There used to be an eau de toilette that Lynx did of this like 15 years ago, which was even better. It was like an amplified version of this. They don't sell those anymore, at least not here in Australia, but it's one of the easiest fragrances to recommend. So, if you want to smell fantastic, and if you want to wear a fragrance that women actually fucking love, Lynx Africa. You know, what I was originally going to do was I was going to do 10 fragrances, but I was actually going to do 11 fragrances just because it's like a fucking meme, but I'm just shooting straight with you here. Next up is a fragrance that I picked up from Kmart of all places for $10, Nautica Voyage Sport. I do prefer this to Nautica Voyage because it's less sweet and it is more fresh and aquatic. So, Kmart had Nautica Voyage Sport for $10. They had one of the Hummer fragrances for $10 and a couple of other basic common fragrances. But Nautica Voyage Sport for that $10 price point at Kmart was such a pleasure because I think Nautica Voyage is a good scent, but I think it's a little overrated for that, you know, $20 price point. This at $10 though, you know, this is my fragrance of the day. It's got a little bit of vetiver in it. It's a little aromatic, aquatic, fresh, tiny bit of sweetness still, so it's still quite youthful, but as an after shower scent, as an after gym scent, this is one of the best. Highly recommend it at that $10 price point. Now we're going old school. You can pick up a bottle of Blue Stratos, one of the larger bottles, for $9 at Chemist Warehouse. This is an old school masculine fragrance. Musky with some citrus, tiny bit of fresh spice as well. Great if you're an older man that wants to stick with the classics, but I would say also great for a younger man if you want to smell a little more mature, if you want to deviate from the sweet saccharine bombs that are out there that are just pushing men towards overspraying Dior Sauvage and Paco Rabanne's 1 million. Don't be that guy. Don't be the $125 fragrance guy, be the $9 fragrance guy. Next up is one that will probably surprise you. We have Givans Musk for women. I actually prefer the women's one to the men's one because this smells identical to Kiehl's original musk. Performance is solid. It's unisex. It has a lot of muskiness up top with a touch of floral sweetness in the base. It is comfortably unisex, so don't worry about the women's branding. All of the Givans Musk fragrances are pretty much unisex as they are. And you can find this at Chemist Warehouse for $10 Australian. Fantastic, musky. One of those fragrances that people are going to want to love to get in close to smell on you. And the final two, I'm going to lump them in together simply because they are both by Lomani. We have Lomani Pour Homme and Lomani Network. Network smells like CK1. Lomani Pour Homme smells like Dracar Noir. Both of these are $10 Australian, and you can find them at Chemist Warehouse, Priceline. You can find them online. You can find them at random drugstores in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. These are easy to recommend at that price. Honestly, Lomani Pour Homme, it smells like pretty much every father in Australia. What an iconic scent. Lomani Pour Homme, what more can I say about this one? It is performant, it's great for compliments, and it's cheap. And Network by Lomani smells very similar to CK1, nearly identical, just more performance. It's more performant than it. So why would you buy a bottle of CK1 for 40 bucks when you can buy a bottle of Network by Lomani for $10 and get more performance with it? Don't underestimate the quality of these two fragrances. Don't let the $10 pricing on any of these, don't let the $10 price of any of these dissuade you from checking them out. They're incredible value and worth considering. Thank you so much for watching the channel, for participating in the comments. Thank you for everything, guys. It's been one hell of a ride. We've had some evolution here on the channel. You know, we weren't always like this. We were once upon a time the most luscious locks on YouTube. Anyways, I'm not gonna ramble anymore. From the bottom of my heart, again, thank you so much. My name is Marcel, and until the next video, I'll catch you guys around.